My man Dre, man, what's going on, man?
How's it going, Golden Key? How's it going, man?
I'm alright, man. It's been a minute since I talked to you. I know lately you say you've been getting into like theater arts, man. Explain like how you got into like the theater arts and what I mean in this area. What outlets do they have as far as theater arts?
Well, to backtrack, man, I did a little theater when I was in elementary school. I think I was playing with I think it was like Raising in the Sun or something like that. I remember doing a little bit for one of my teachers, and I left it alone for a little while because I just, I didn't think much of it. The reason I got back into it recently, man, is because the passion for it just kept growing, man. I was like, I like to perform, and I need somewhere to perform, man. So, I went to TCC, enrolled in the class, and things went from there.
Okay, was it like did somebody tell you about the class, or is it something that you just happened to come across? Like, how did you end up knowing about this,
Well, in this area, believe it or not, it's a lot of theaters around here that people don't know about. And what happens is you come across a play or something, and you watch it, and you talk to people in there, and then they tell you like so-and-so is like the director, or so-and-so does like the backstage production. Ask a couple more questions, and next thing you know, you on the next play.
Okay. I know I went to one of your last plays that you was acting in theater. What was the name of it? It was
Government Inspector.
The Government Inspector. Okay. Now in that before we get into that, you were also a part of another play before that you was behind the scenes, or
yeah.
What was the name of that play, and explain how you got into that?
That was a play called Mice and Men. And for those who don't know about Mice and Men, to give you like a short description, it was about this guy named Lenny and a guy named, I believe it was George. It was in the middle of this town like that. They got kicked out because one of the guys allegedly raped someone, so they had to run across town and start their life over. People found out that one of the guys who raped them, they found them, and they ended up looking for him, and so the play just take off from there. But I ended up working the backstage of that because I did audition for it. I didn't get the part because I came too late, so they already gave the role to another guy. He's a good actor as well, but you only had like one black actor in it, so everybody can't get that part. So I told him I still want to be involved, and that's something a lot of you local actors can do as well. If you can't get on stage, just try to find some way to be involved in general, because what happens is, they see that you want to work and help build up the company, so the next time they throw like a play or something, they invite you to come on and say, look man, come audition for it. And so that's what kind of happened that led to me being on The Government Inspector, which the play you saw, and that's usually how it happens.
Okay, so with the Government Inspector, man, like, how much time did it take you to prep to be a part of that play? Like, was that an everyday thing? Because I'm not really familiar with the everyday structure of prepping for acting. So is it something where every single day you got to practice your lines and how you move? Did y'all have like, practice every single week, or how does that work?
Well, it's a lot of work, man. Theater is very tough. You got a lot of rehearsal time to remember your lines, though. Usually it's from like 4 days out the week, about 3 hours a day, and you constantly going over your lines, and then the director stop, you go back over it, stop, you go back over it, and you got to get it right, because once you get out there on open night, that's it. Like, this ain't like film where you can just say cut, just do it over. Like, this is live, so whatever happens, you got to be ready for it. And so it's a lot of work, man. Even for people who got like small roles in it, like, you got to do your part and do it well, because if you don't do it well, one thing about theater, you can get lost in the scenes very quickly if something don't add up. So.
Oh, okay. Have you ever like on set like not been prepared, and you may have missed the part and been out of beat with what was going on the live performances, like on the actual shows when y'all in front of all of these people performing? Have you ever missed a step that was noticeable enough to
I didn't miss a step. I almost did though. I believe it was our last show. It was sold out, and it was a scene with me and the other guys we would call constables. That's like police in Russia. And it was our turn to come out for the scene. And what happened was we didn't get like notified that like your part is coming up until like late. And what happens when we come out, there's like a music instrument that plays when we come to let you know, and we heard it. And so we had to storm through the crowd, like we had to like storm through the back, just like running through the doors, and we just kind of like jet right out there, right in time. And it was just like, oh my goodness, man. When we got to the back, you know, the director was like, hey man, y'all did a good job of what happened there. And then, you know, you got to tell them like, we was kind of on our phone, you know, stuff you won't trying to hear.
Yeah. Do you ever think about like going to some place like maybe like a LA or New York to try to get a job there, or you working towards that, or what's the mind state right now?
Well, that's basically almost every actor's dream to go to one of the major markets. Of course, you want to go to New York, LA, or even Atlanta because, you know, they got more opportunity there. But you got to start from somewhere. Yeah. So it's best to start where you're at because you want to build up a resume. Like I said, there's a lot of theaters here you can go to and be a part of and do little plays. And what happens is, you know, these guys, they talk, man. Like, theater's small, but it's like big too, though. So if you want to do something here, then you want to end up going to Broadway in New York, what happens is the theater, you might notify your directors and be like, yo, who was this guy? You know, he said he did plays for, you know, your companies, and they'll let you know, like, yeah, that person's on time, they work very well, he's a good actor, and just like that, you know, you can kind of move up. But it's not easy though, because bigger markets means bigger talent. So you gotta make sure your craft right when you're ready to move.
Oh, okay. I know you got a background in rapping. Do you feel like, because I know at one point you was battle rapping, so the preparation that you used back then for battle rapping, do you feel like that helped you in theater as far as remembering your lines, or was it harder because you're not remembering your lines, you're remembering something that somebody else wrote for you?
It's actually a good comparison because for both of them, you do got to remember your lines. You know, battle rapping is lines that, you know, you created, so it's a little easier. And plus, like you said, you can be yourself, you know, in theater, I'm portraying a character. So not only do I got to remember the lines, I got to remember how that person delivered them lines and how that person looked when they delivered them lines. So it's a little different in that aspect because, you know, I got to show somebody else's personality compared to mine. For those who know me, my personality was, you know, I was silly in the ring. But out there in theater, if I'm gonna be somebody like Romeo, I can't just be on some, I gotta, you know, verify, you know, you gotta do some silly stuff depending on play.
Okay, so you normally, I guess when you in the acting, do you I guess like dabble in like I think you said before you was kind of doing a little bit of modeling or something like that. What's the you know, what's the situation with modeling as far as modeling?
Well, there's a saying that say you can't put all your eggs in one basket. So yes, modeling is another venture I'm looking to get into because they kind of, you know, they kind of go in sync with each other. You know, you got the character, and then you want to know who the character is, you know, like individually. So with modeling, that just kind of like shows off the, I guess, the beauty of the person. You know, acting shows you what they're capable of doing. So at first I didn't care for it because I looked at the stereotypes, and that's not necessarily good. Like, you know, modeling not really for guys like me. But then, you know, I saw a show, I talked to a couple of people, I did a little research, and now I get a better understanding and respect of what they do in the modeling industry. And I said, you know, I want to be a part of that as well because, like I said, it helps out your resume all around.
Okay, back to the acting, man. Do you keep in contact? Like, is it like a actors network that you keep in contact with outside of, like, after you finish the plays? Do you keep in contact with some of the actors that you may have dealt with on set? Oh,
of course. Like, what you do, everybody take down their numbers, or they'll show you like their websites or what pages they be on and stuff like that. You got a network in this. And this is, you know, it's just like, it's just like the music industry. You got to network because there's always somebody out there that knows something you don't know. And in the acting world, it's a little different because people tend to have bigger connects in that world for some reason. I don't know, it's because of more respect, I'm not sure. So in order for me to figure out who this person is, I got to talk to this and this and that person, and then they lead you to that person. Because like I said, when you're new, you don't know that much.
Yeah.
But you got people in this area who've been doing this for like 20 years. And they know like some of the biggest names possible. They show me pictures of this and that person, you know, and you're like, oh man, I didn't know you know. And they can school you on some things you don't know or don't understand about this industry. So,
As an actor, do you pay attention now more so to the credits? Because I know at one point in like you know, when I watch a movie, I never paid attention. The credits is where you get up and leave. Now, as an actor, do you feel like you pay more attention to the credits? Like you sit and watch all the credits to see who did what now?
that's a good question, and that's funny because I do that like with almost every show I look at because I watch movies differently being that I be in some of them. I watch them way differently. You look at the lighting, you look at a certain character, you want to know the person's name. Like I said, once again, it's part of networking. So if I find out that character to play the principal or something like that, I can go possibly find their Instagram or whatever social media site they're on, and then I can contact them and talk to them and tell them like, yo, I admire what you did, and this is so and so, and maybe we can link up. And you look at credits in general because obviously you want credit if you win something. Because if you ain't getting credit for it, then you need to go get your lawyer. And things are about to get real serious. But you do that, like I said, once you're in the industry, you look at things way different from the smallest things, man. There's a person just walking past you and they just saying hi, you be like, well, who is that person? Because all that stuff counts, like I said, is, you know.
Okay, man. So before we get out of here, man, let the people know your social media, if they need to find you, any websites that you're a part of. Let them know the whole rundown.
Alright, man, you can find me on Facebook at Deondrae Wiggins. That's Facebook/Deondrae Wiggins. Instagram is Dre Wiggins 38. That's DRAE WIGGINS 38. Let me see what else I'm on. I'm on Twitter too. I think that's Dre Wiggins. That's Instagram, Dre Wiggins. Let me see what else I'm on. Oh, I got a website. It's www.deondraewiggins.com. That's DEONDRAE Wiggins.com, and you can find some information about me there as well. And look, man, this is Deondrae Wiggins. I'm an up and coming actor, man. I'm here live in effect with my man Golden Key. You need to go check out that website, man. It's goldenkeymedia.com.
That's what it is, man. I definitely appreciate your time, man.
No doubt.
That's what it is.